All right, we are finally getting some proper rain, out for a nice rain walk. And yeah, today is meant to be a day of running. I don't think I'm going to go for a run today. Not in this weather. Bit of a gap at the moment, but intermittent heavy showers. We've got about, last I checked, we had about an inch of rain, 25 mils. And yeah, we've definitely had quite a bit since then. So, oh, and there's a ball here. Well. Look what we have here. Found an old ball that was lost a few days ago maybe, or yesterday, I don't remember. Not too long ago. Oh well, that's good. Found it. But yeah, I am definitely going to stick to my workout regimen today, or what I'm calling outlaw fitness. So instead of doing a run, I will just use my little home gym at home, dumbbells, do some strength training under shelter because yeah, it's all right now, but I don't fancy going on a run out in this. I used to work dairy, and rain or shine, like you gotta go out in sometimes the worst of conditions, the cold, the rain, the mud. Those are the worst three combinations. Like if it's raining, if it's cold, and if it's muddy, that's like the worst combination to work in. Like, I much prefer working in the cold, but combined with rain and mud, it's just shit. It is. So yeah, I don't fancy going for a run in this. It seems all right now, but yeah, I'm already going out now. I've got all my rain gear on, raincoat, rain pants, gum boots. We're ready to go. I'm back in my milking gear. This is my signature milking gear that I always wore when I was at the dairy. So yeah, that way you can handle the rain. You can get pissed and shed on, literally. Wash it all off and you'll be fine at the end. Right. So yeah, today is a short message. It's to be flexible. Yeah, be flexible. I mean, okay, I'm talking about being adaptable. That's a better term. Flexible, you could mean like physically be flexible. I'm not very flexible at all. I've started doing stretching. I've done 2 days in a row now. But yeah, I'm not very flexible, put it that way. But okay, in terms of being adaptable, that's a better term. How easily do you adapt to change or unexpected circumstances? In the past, I've been pretty bad at being adaptable and going with the times, going with change. Sometimes it's just taking me too long, like to pick up on things, and then I'm not very adaptable. Like I've improved a lot over the years, however. Like back in the past, like I had a stint where I was really into running before, similar to now. Like I had the same goal, losing weight, and yeah, look, it's interesting. Like I don't know, we'll see how the running goes, but back then I really enjoyed running. Actually, I did. Now I don't know. I don't really feel motivated to run, but who cares? Motivation. This is another thing. Motivation. Everyone always looks to be motivated and waits to be motivated to do something. In terms of starting something that's difficult, don't wait for motivation. It's not going to happen. It's not. You might have, once you start something, then you might get motivated to continue it, but don't just wait for motivation to get started. Getting started is always the hardest part, and that's sometimes that does just require a little bit of discipline and iron will in order to get going. Oh, and the rain is not even that bad as I was thinking. Not for now. Watch it start at any moment. Okay. Well, pretty lucky actually right now. Right as I left home, it was pouring down. Okay. So yes. And I remember back then when I was into running, this was like 2021. Yeah, 2020 going into 2021. That summer of 2020 to 2021. So like December 2020 till like February, March 2021. So yeah, that summer. That was like my holiday period after getting out of high school and then starting up university. Yeah, 2021 I started university. So yeah, back then I was not very adaptable at all. Like I started doing a workout regimen similar to what I'm doing now, but I was like, man, that was my first time ever having a 90+ day streak of semen retention. Up until that point, I think I've been on NoFap for about like 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. I'd known about NoFap, trying it out. I had never been able to get very far, and that was like my first time during that holiday period, my first time getting a 90-day streak going. And I think shortly after hitting day 90, I ended up relapsing. But still, that was a big moment for me because I broke through some barriers and I proved to myself that it was possible to go longer periods on semen retention. I proved to myself then, and that was really good. Really was happy with myself. But how old was I then? I was like, I was just turned 19, I think. No, I was 19 already. Yeah. I only graduated high school when I was 19. By the way, I was like the second oldest person in that school. That's another story. But yeah, basically I had to start school a year late, so I was already a year older than most people. When I started, like, standard age to graduate was like 17, and then later on I had to repeat a grade. So yeah, I was like 2 years older than some people when I graduated. That's a whole other story. Yeah, but I did really well at school at the end. And yeah, okay, now it's starting up again, isn't it? Yes, it is. Starting up again. Oh. All right. So, but anyway, I set myself workout goals, runs, and I'd had specific days similar to now that I would go running. And yeah, look, whether it was raining or not, I would like force myself to go and do it. And thinking back now, it's like, you know, I admire myself now. Back then, I really admire the myself for the determination that I had, because it was like uncharted territory, and I had a while where I was really disciplined every day, no matter whether it was raining or sunny or whatever. I would go and do my runs. I was very consistent for a while, so I admire my persistence back then. But at the same time, I'm like, mate, you can be a bit adaptable as well. You can change your plans. You can change your mind. Like today, for instance, I've decided, you know what? I'm not going to go on a run. I'm going to do some strength training at home. Anything is better than nothing. Like having this all or nothing mentality can be good for a while, but in the long run, it can also be detrimental as well. Like, oh, yep, now it's coming down. Now it's really coming down. All right, let me just fix up my hoodie, man. I want to stay dry. All right. Tighten it all up. There we go. All right. We are ready to go. Face the wind or not. I got this new raincoat. The hood doesn't really hold up like I like it to, but that's okay. All right. Anyway, we face the rain, the wind. It's all good. So I wouldn't have needed to do that. Thinking back, like if it's raining, if it's shit conditions, it's like I wouldn't have had to do that, right? I could have just done something else. So that's what I'm gonna. That's the rule I set now. It's like, okay, I could go running in the rain if I wanted to, but realistically, I don't have to. Like, there's so many other things you can do in terms of workouts, right? If you don't run, then do some strength training. Even if you don't have any equipment, like I'm not going to a gym, anything like that. I've just got some dumbbells at home. Well, dumbbells, small, basic home gym. It's not really a home gym, just some dumbbells, really. I want to prove that it is possible to get in shape without paying fees and going to a gym. Nothing against gyms, but I want to prove that it's possible, right? And I have gotten into good shape before. So we're going to do it again. We're going to stay consistent and we're going to build ourselves up, all right? From the ground up. It's basically starting from ground up because, yeah, I haven't been doing well in terms of fitness for the last while. And yeah, let's just say also I'm having real cravings for chocolates, sweets. Like, man, I got into like the habit of having some desserts every single day. Whether it's a piece of cake or a piece of chocolate. And yeah, last 2 nights I've really been I've really been craving that. It's like I have dinner and then on cue I crave the chocolate. I've never really liked many candies and lollies, but man, chocolate, that's always been a bit of a weakness of mine. Chocolate, cakes, dairy. I've always loved dairy. Consuming dairy, you know, with the milky stuff, right? It's, yeah. Yeah, which is alright as a treat. Here and there, that's fine, but not every day, man, not every day. So, yeah, be adaptable. Be adaptable. That's my message for today. Yeah, I could go on a run if I wanted to today, but I don't want to. So, therefore, I give myself the option. Alright, you do something else. Go do a dumbbell walk. I haven't done that for a while. And I have plans of getting back into that regularly as well. But for the time being, starting small, starting off with the runs, because I really want to lose weight, and combining that with push-ups, plank holds, which is like one thing really. I do 10 push-ups, and I do a minute of plank hold. So yeah, combining those two exercises, and then there's some rubbish. Of course, there's always rubbish here from whoever leaves it. All right, let's put that where it belongs, shall we? Yeah. So, and more rubbish. Picking up rubbish. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, that's that really. So, yeah. I wish in the past sometimes that I would have just been more adaptable and allowed myself to, change my mind from time to time on certain things. Like, don't be so fixed that you have to do something a certain way. Be open to the possibility that if something doesn't work out, there might be another way to get there. Like in terms of becoming fit and healthy, there's no one way to do it. Oh, this is open again. Very good, very good. It's open. There's no one way to do it. Like, some people can get fit without ever running or without ever lifting weights. There's multiple ways. Of course, some people are very into strength training, bodybuilding. Some people are more into aerobic fitness, running, and myself, I'm gonna do a bit of everything really. I don't plan to become like an athlete or anything like that. I just want to become good for my physique, right? I want to just be fit and healthy. Really, that's it. Become lean, become healthy, have good cardio, have good strength, and just no, I don't care about becoming a big athlete or anything like that. But yeah, that's it really. That's it. So that's the message for today. I'm sort of repeating myself a bit, but yeah, be adaptable. Like, if I don't want to go running in this weather, that's all right. Then I'll do some strength training. So that's the rule I set myself. For the time being, I'm going to focus more on running. But if it's like this, then I'll do some strength training. And eventually in the future, when I reach my desired weight, then, and start lose some body fat, then I might focus more on the strength training, on building up some muscle, becoming more lean. I mean, as I slim down, I will become more lean anyway. But then I might focus on building more muscle, and then focus more on the strength training. So yeah, it's not like I'm gonna set myself this fitness regimen and then I have to stick to that all the time. Like, no, as I progress, as times change, as conditions change, I will change it up as well. It's the same with anything. Same with self-improvement, NoFap. Like, as you learn, as you grow, you can change your strategy. Like, so right now, for instance, I'm doing these daily videos, daily check-ins. But yeah, in the future, it might not necessarily be conducive or good for me to do that. I've had periods in the past where I sort of had enough of the daily check-ins, and then I stopped for a while. But for sometimes in the past, I would also force myself, no, you have to keep checking in. No, all right. And then that will also then lead to me frustrated and deleting channels. So I will do the daily check-ins on here for as long as they are beneficial, as long as they help me. But when it gets to the point where they're no longer beneficial, then I won't do the daily check-ins anymore. I think I will always make videos, but the type of videos I make might change over time. They will change over time. That's why I decided for my main channel, I'm not going to make those sorts of travel vlogs anymore that I have been making. I will always make videos. I really do enjoy making videos. It's a hobby of mine. It's a passion of mine. If my channel, whatever, my main channel, or even this channel, if I had a channel that really suddenly took off, then I would 100% pursue that, put more time and effort into it, and it really ride the winds of change, as they say. I would definitely do that. But fundamentally, I want to be adaptable. I want to stay true to myself. I don't want to just become another influencer that then just does things for the views and clickbaits. And like I said, I did notice myself on the Sri Lanka series towards the end that starting to lose it a bit, like lose that authenticity. Yeah, because fundamentally I think to really be successful at anything long term, but especially content creation, you have to be authentic. Like, yeah, there's people, they clickbait, they fake everything, they do well for a while, but I think fundamentally that's going to eat you up from the inside out. Like, it's not good for the soul, and eventually you'll get burnt out, you get sick and tired of it. So I think really authenticity is the only way to succeed long term. So yeah, that's one thing I never want to change. I always want to be authentic when I make videos. That's why after Sri Lanka I had to really take a break from making videos, and that's why now I have been re-evaluating what sort of videos I want to make. I will still, the things I love to do, going traveling, hiking, and even just making videos, that hasn't changed. But especially with making videos, the way I go about it, that is going to change. Like, I decided, for instance, I'm not going to film so much anymore when I go traveling. Like, yes, if I see something interesting, I'll film it. If I get like a nice cinematic shots, I will film that, of course. And then if I have some idea coming to my mind, like a monologue I want to give, then I'll film. I'll do that. I'll still put more effort in these videos. I'll still edit. I'll still put clips together. But style of videos will be different, and also, especially when I travel with others, I'm going to change it up. Like, for me, I've realized I don't enjoy as much, like filming while I'm with others. Like, my attention then is away from the experience too much. I want to focus, if I'm traveling with others or doing any activity with others, I want to focus on, of course, connecting with the other people around me and actually taking in the experience rather than focusing on the camera. When I'm doing something on my own like this, it's a bit different. Like, I'm focused on looking around me, walking the dog, but yeah, like, I'm not even looking into the camera most of the time. I'm just looking around. It's essentially the camera right now is an extension of myself. I can look into the camera if I want, but like, it doesn't really take away from the experience. Eventually, in terms of vlogging solo, eventually you can become used to it. Like, some people have asked me, like, when I vlog, are you taken away from the present moment? It depends. Like, if I'm with others and there's so much going on, then yes, that can happen. But like, especially just doing things, going about my day-to-day life, like right now, I feel fully present. Like, I'm looking up into the trees, I observe the birds, I'm looking at the ground, looking at what's going on, and yeah, looking for the ball, of course, got to pay attention to that. But yeah, it's good that we're finally getting a good, nice rain soak. This, usually after the amount of rain we've had, this is completely gushing, flowing, but it's been so dry, the ground is really able to soak up a lot of moisture. So yes, that really shows you how dry it has been. Even though we've had May has been a very overcast month, that we've had lots of, light showers, it just has not been enough to soak in everything, because yeah, since early February, so late summer, it's just been so dry here. So yeah, it's good finally getting some nice rain. They are saying that we are going to head into El Nino. I've seen some articles, they use the term Super El Nino. That's not an official term that the Bureau of Meteorology, the BOM, uses. It's not a scientific, it's not very scientific of them, is it? Just to say, oh, Super El Nino, they can always say all these things, right? But we are meant to head into El Nino, drier period, which may happen, may not happen. These predictions are never entirely accurate, but yeah, even so, regardless, it's good that we're getting this rain now. So yeah, that's it for today. Another long video. I'm just waffling on way too long in these videos. Yeah, shout out to everyone who's following this journey daily. I do appreciate that you're taking the time to watch these videos. But yeah, apart from that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Onwards and upwards.